Did you see what's going on? Obviously, you've seen what's going on in California. But the governor gave this creepy fucking speech where he was talking about speculators coming in and talking about what to do with the land of all these homes that have been burnt down while it's still only 6% contained. And he did this little dance, like, I've been talking with these, with the governor of Hawaii about what to do. We got some ideas. A speculator, we're going to have some meetings. Like, he's
really?
California Governor Gavin Newsom is now calling his city's homeless encampments unacceptable, which is odd since he's the guy who, made them acceptable, turning sidewalks into red carpet events for drug addicts, thieves, and unemployed CNN anchors. On Monday, he urged cities to ban the camps from sidewalks, parks, and other public areas. So after years of denying the problem, he's now pretending to fix it, which is like putting on a condom as you're leaving a whorehouse. Who hasn't?
It began with confidence bordering on arrogance and unraveled into a slow public collapse. Somewhere in the chaos, Gavin Newsom appeared to lose track of which camera was there to flatter him and which one was documenting the downfall. Every glance, every pause, every forced smile told the story, and then Joe Rogan entered the picture, not with scripted outrage but with raw facts dropped like concrete blocks. No spin, no padding, no political courtesy. Just reality hitting full force. Right behind him came Greg Gutfeld, wielding humor sharper than California's tax code, slicing through the moment with jokes that landed harder than policy papers. What followed was not commentary, it was a controlled demolition, a political implosion so complete that even Newsom's legendary hair gel could not hold the image together. This was not debate, this was exposure.
Nobody wants President Newsom either. Nobody believes in that guy. That guy's a con man. Everything he did in California, from trying to mandate vaccines for kids to being caught public without a mask and lying about the fact that he was outdoors.
Yeah.
Nobody believes in that guy. He's just a politician, just a stone cold, narrative driven politician. Nobody thinks he's a real human. Whether you like Trump or not, whether you think he's corrupt or not, that's a human being. You know what that guy is. Same thing with RFK Jr. Whether you believe that he's correct about vaccines or whether you believe his policies would be effective, and that's a human being. With Newsom, you got like this construct, this cardboard cutout of a person. I don't think people want that, but they might want it more than they want President.
The camera locked onto Gavin Newsom as if zooming in might save him, his posture rigid, his expression rehearsed, projecting the confidence of a man convinced his voice alone commands respect. But that illusion shattered the moment Joe Rogan and Greg Gutfeld focused their attention on him. What had been a polished appearance instantly transformed into a takedown. This was no disagreement or back and forth, it was a precision strike straight through. The glossy exterior, the mask slipped, and what remained was a politician unprepared for unscripted scrutiny.
Kennedy, I think the answer is yes, 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 yes.
Was it because of Israel? Yes. Interest rates? Yes. Too woke? Yes. It's like every bad policy that trickled up to the White House during the Biden administration started in California. That state is responsible for the worst politicians in modern history. And he is at the top of the list. And there are some ignoramuses on that.
This is the essence of Gavin Newsom. He enters every space like it is a fashion show for big government politics. Smile, perfected soundbites, memorized gestures, choreographed. He embodies progressive branding at its peak. Climate slogans, diversity rhetoric, virtue signals, packaged flawlessly, but strip away the shine and the emptiness becomes impossible to ignore. There is more performance than policy, more image than impact. He governs like a commercial, not a leader.
Their houses have been burned, all their childhood memorabilia, all the stuff for their kids, the photos, the fucking everything they have is gone. All heirlooms, their mother's wedding ring, that kind of shit. Everything's burnt to the ground. And this guy's like standing in front of all this stuff, and he's got a smile on his face, and he's talking about land use.
The development plan.
Consider the endless climate preaching. The promises are grand enough to fill shelves at an organic grocery store, yet reality tells a different story. California's power grid fails at the slightest pressure. Residents are told to buy electric vehicles, then warned not to charge them during peak hours. Gas appliances banned while blackouts leave families cooking in darkness. This is not innovation, this is theater, symbolism replacing function. Ideology overpowering practicality.
And he's the guy who thinks he's going to run for president when, so much of the state is absolutely unlivable. And so every project that he's championed, he's now trying to demonize conveniently. And people are not that dumb. Like, people have been through it in his state. They are sick of him. They want him to leave. And maybe that's why so many people around him are like, you should totally run for president. So he gets out of the state.
Yes. Move away. Tyrus, did he leave out anything?
Joe Rogan did not simply leave California. He escaped. He recognized the system was broken and chose freedom over frustration. When a state begins to feel like a dystopian simulation, even celebrities with every advantage draw the line. Rogan traded smog regulations and hypocrisy for open skies and independence, relocating to Texas without hesitation, and he did not leave quietly. He brought the largest microphone on Earth, the Joe Rogan Experience, a platform that terrifies legacy media with millions. Listening, Rogan exposed the contradictions, especially during lockdowns while Gavin Newsom dined at elite restaurants. Rogan called out the hypocrisy loud enough to echo nationwide.
Down in Hawaii, you had some ideas around some land use concerns he has around speculators coming in, buying up properties, and the like. So we're already working with our legal teams to move those things forward, and we'll be presenting those in a matter of days, not just weeks.
With a big smile on his face. Look at the little wiggle he does with his shoulders. Speculator, watch this. Talking to John. Look at this. Look at this little wiggle. It's excited about the possibilities of speculators coming in. And he's saying, we're move forward. We're going to move forward on that. These people lost their homes. A lot of those people don't even have fire insurance because the fire insurance pulled out of California. I think like 69% of fire insurance pulled out of California because they're like, this is too crazy. Like, you guys aren't doing jack shit to manage this. You're not clearing the brush.
And Rogan was not alone. He surrounded himself with doctors, economists, scientists, and everyday people, all questioning the same thing. None of this makes sense. Small businesses were destroyed while corporate giants received exemptions. Rules changed. Daily logic disappeared. Newsom kept smiling, believing presentation could erase consequence. Then came the exodus. Tech companies, entrepreneurs, families fleeing in waves. The modern migration away from California. Rogan did not just talk about it. He became living proof.
So, while Californians have lost their homes and they're still suffering from the devastation, what does Gavin Newsom decide to do? Well, now is apparently the perfect time to try and boost his popularity and essentially promote himself. He's launched a podcast. I'll play you the trailer in just a moment, but take notice. Does the trailer that he shared with the world on X, does it even mention the most horrific fire catastrophe that occurred under his leadership, partly as a result of the decisions he was making, like cutting fire prevention? No, this is his chance to talk about his image, insisting that he's no ordinary politician.
Joe Rogan never shouted, never ranted. He simply stated the obvious. This is not working. That calm delivery carried more weight than any monologue. Then Greg Gutfeld entered with surgical sarcasm, each line precise, each joke cutting. He did not raise his voice. He dismantled illusions. Gutfeld captured the contradiction perfectly. Newsom looks like a cologne ad but governs like a player lost in a city simulation game. Behind the polished grin were tense cities, boarded businesses, and collapsing neighborhoods, yet the smile never faded, as if branding could replace solutions.
About anything? I think there's about 100 other reasons too.
Well, it's not his words when he speaks.
Yeah.
You have to watch him closely. And some genius decided not to film him any lower than the shoulder.
Yes. Did you? Yes.
So what did he do?
You couldn't see the hands.
No, but he sent Morse code.
Yes.
Go back and watch it. Look at the blinking. Blink, look. Meet me at the house. Like, he's blinking. He's sending. I'm getting there. Hey, just so you know, I'm not wearing pants.
Gutfeld then turned his attention to the media's obsession with Gavin Newsom, treated like a savior by magazines and networks obsessed with optics, but beneath the praise lay disorder. Families struggling with rent, gas, groceries, utilities rising while leadership posed for photos, climate buzzwords filled speeches while everyday people paid the price. Blackouts for citizens, green fantasies for elites. Gutfeld did not critique it, he dismantled it, exposing the gap between narrative and reality.
When Gavin Newsom talks about California, he's like, I'm very big on California, very bullish on California. Hey, they're all moving. The only reason why they don't move is because it's too difficult to move. It's too expensive to leave versus all the bullshit with all the permits and all that. It's too expensive. Believe that he's correct about vaccines or whether you believe his policies would be effective. And that's a human being. With Newsom, you've got like this construct, this cardboard cutout of a person. I don't think people want that, but they might want it more than they want.
Then came the fatal blow. The presidential fantasy whispers of Newsom on the national stage floated through media circles, but Gutfeld obliterated the idea. A man unable to manage one state cannot run a nation. The metaphor was perfect, trying to franchise a restaurant that already failed inspections. Polished exterior, rotten foundation. Rogan brought the data, Gutfeld brought the fire. Together they shattered the myth. The image did not crack, it collapsed. There was no screaming, no chaos. Joe Rogan spoke plainly. People are leaving, businesses are fleeing, homelessness is growing. I moved for a reason. That calm truth hit harder than outrage. Then Gutfeld finished the job, roasting official talking points with brutal efficiency. One appealed to logic and evidence, the other to common sense and lived experience. Different tools, same result. The collapse of Gavin Newsom's carefully constructed image. Reality did not argue, it simply stood there undeniable.